Boom. What is good, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all been? You know what I mean? It's been about a week, maybe 8 days since our last video. How y'all like that sunset? Try to get the video done before the sun goes down. But I just got off work and I had to do a couple things, but we gotta talk a little bit about these beautiful ladies that are right. But first, y'all know how I do it. Vivo sign, because you have to have a product that you can trust. I got the trusty Smart Grow. Makes everything a lot easier. I can control everything. That's when my lights are off. Humidity, temperature, VPD, everything. So you want to grow good anyway? Hey, pick up Be Vivo sign. It's Grow One. I'm Dre Day. And remember, y'all, like, subscribe, do all that nice stuff, because it helps me. And if y'all want to keep seeing this content, it'll help you too. But there y'all go. Let's get a quick back and forth. As y'all can see, we are very well into flower. Let's get a little closer. That one there is the papaya cookies. Now, give me a second while I use a single hand to raise my lights. I know it look crazy, but you know, I'm just showing y'all the video because we growing. And again, I got the single hand thing going. I just gotta move the lights to let y'all see. So, since we're on the subject of lights, there we are. Since we're on the subject of lights, the Vivo Sunlight, 100 watts, 100 watts, 2 to 100 watts in total. Dang, can't talk. 200 watts of light in total. Now I do know that I'll need more light for these ladies, and y'all know I'll upgrade my pieces as I go, because it's part of, you know, the learning thing. So I'm definitely gonna update my lights. I have a big plan. I have a plan to get a whole new grow tent for photo periods, because I want to grow photo periods. This right here, make no mistake, is the Girl Scout cookies. And look how far along she's gotten now. She's about 3 weeks old. Probably add a couple days on to that, but I'll put that most accurate one on here. Y'all know how I do. Make sure my hand is steady. There we are. Now, the Girl Scout cookies here, I topped it. And let me get a little closer. I topped it in the middle, and as you can see, those two have grown in, this one and that one, since I topped it. I also have other growing from some other little sites that we got. I'm using, if you can see here, greening pins to hold it down. I will be readjusting those pins, because like I said, I just got here from work, so I gotta get to y'all, you know, gotta show y'all how this grow going. This is the Girl Scout cookies. She's getting there. She's looking pretty good. Papaya cookies. Ooh, there we go. Papaya cookie. How y'all like that one? Now, as y'all can see by looking at this one, it's closer to harvest. Look at it. This indicates that the nutrients are out being depleted. And just for some people who may not know, at a certain point, your nutrients will just end up getting depleted. So then, this will just end up just naturally happen just due to the age. Look at the size of the cola here. Let's zoom in. I'll tell you what, the smell is amazing. I can smell papaya immediately. As soon as you open the tent, it's one of the flavors that you smell outside of the gigawatt over here. Speaking of gigawatt, there's your gigawatt. Look at those Look at those buds. They smell delicious. I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna taste like or smoke like as far as, taste, but I can tell you right now, look at how dense that is. Let's move that out. There we go. Look at that. This gigawatt, like I said, was one of the strands that I first wanted to grow. And just look at this main cola here. I didn't top this. I just low stress trained the hell out of it to keep the canopy even. That's the main cola right here. That's the main cola for the gigawatt. And this one, even though that one's big, it's just one that ended up growing. Probably have to readjust my trellis net here at some point. Hold on, let's get a closer look on the gigawatt. What y'all think? Also, y'all join the Discord because I post updates on that and my social media. Every day I'm posting some kind of picture update or something on Discord, on Instagram, on whatever, on anything. But I just want to make sure that y'all see the process. I will post more on these too. I have plans on as far as expanding my content. Look at that. Girl Scout cookies, papaya cookies, gigawatt, Gorilla Zittles. Speaking of Gorilla Zittles, let's get to that one. Now, let y'all go ahead and observe what y'all see before I talk. As I said, this one I did reuse the Grow Peaceful soil. I did not go as far as with protocol to heat the soil to kill germs and remove salts, things like that, to basically make the soil inert, or is that the word? But you had to re-amend it. I added, like I said, the Gaia Green 444, the Gaia Green 284, and Recharge. Also, CalMag when necessary. My thing is too, also, I don't want to overdo any nutrients. So, again, I did this for the challenge. I did this because I really wanted to see what would happen. And y'all know me, we're not gonna let no plant go to waste. But just observe that Gorilla Zittles real quick, y'all. What y'all think about that? What nutrients could I have missed, or could it be that I gave it too many? Could it be a nutrient burn potentially, or could it just be anything else just from reusing soil without going through the proper protocol to completely cleanse that soil? Could that be it? Because I do these for the experience. The experience. I can't even talk. I like to experiment, so y'all don't have to. Or if you want to, go ahead with it. That's why I like to just try to make things in different size buckets. But this gigawatt here, she's getting ready. I believe by my calculations that it's about 56 or 7 days old. Look at that, y'all. Now, we're gonna do one little thing real quick. We are gonna get an old friend out, the jeweler's little, remember? Jarlink. I can't remember how much I bought it for at this point, but I remember older videos I told y'all how much I got it for. You need this when it's deeper in flower like this, so that way you can actually see what you're dealing with. You want your trichomes, depending on preference, to be 80% cloudy, 20% amber, or even you can even go 75. You can even go, what I mean? Again, it's a preference thing, because the longer you let it ripen, the more it becomes sleepy weed. The sooner you harvest, the more it's more of a sativa, even if it's already a sativa or an Indo. Just keep that in mind, y'all. Now, let's check a little bit on the trichomes. And I'll get some pictures in case I can't get ones. Y'all know how I do it. So, we're gonna start here with the papaya cookies. If I can't get it in, because there was a certain way I did it, but I can't seem to figure it. I try to get that in like that, but I'll definitely get that. Let's see. Give me a second here. Look at that. Trying to get the right angle. There we are. Sorry about the delay. And hope y'all can see that. Let me try to get one with more light. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we are trying. Man, I can't get it like how I want, but I'll add pictures in. But y'all can see it. You can see the papaya cookies. Smells amazing. Smells just like papayas. And also, y'all, I have one little thing to say. How would y'all feel about a Growin podcast? Starting me, Dre Day. And I also got a little somebody in mind to also be in too. But the Growin podcast, we'll talk everything weed. We'll talk about the latest trends. We'll talk about the latest news. We'll talk about everything. We'll talk about current events. But everything will be done with weed on the mind. So we'll smoke a blunt during the pod. We'll do anything because it's a comfortable podcast. The Growin pod. Been thinking about it for a little while. But how y'all think about that? Ooh. How y'all think about that view right there too? That's beautiful. Don't worry about my light distances, but ideally in flower you want 12 to 18 inches. Sometimes you can even go closer if your lights aren't very powerful, or if your lights aren't up to par. You can definitely go closer. So it's alright. Fans for airflow, I got that one bouncing off that one. I got that one bouncing off that wall. Interesting thing too, y'all may have noticed that my fans don't rotate no more. Will oscillate, cause well, after the first grow, the smoke tent series with the gorilla cookies and the apple strudel, these fans stopped rotating. And what's funny is I used one before the other, and they stopped rotating at the same time, like I used them at the same time. Another funny thing is, if like I move the cord differently on these fans, they'll stop moving. I'm not gonna show an example because it takes a little while to get it back going, but a little something Vivo son should know and probably work on. But yeah, this right here, we Growin Smoke, and as y'all can see, these ladies are getting close. Gigawatt smells amazing. I can't wait to try this one. Again, I didn't top this one. I just low stress trained the hell out of it to keep the canopy even. You can see down in there, that one still needs to develop. So I'm gonna readjust all my stuff. My plant ties, we're gonna do that. This one here, she's getting there. She's almost ready for harvest. You can tell. This one only had an 8-week and it's been 7 already. So yeah. Look at her. She's getting there. Also, look at the color on them. Gorilla Zittles. I actually planned this before everything, but you know it had the most problems because of what we're doing. So don't worry, y'all. Just give me pointers. And then the Girl Scout cookie, the one that I wanted to grow because of the legacy of this, because of what it started, because of what it means, because of everything cookies mean. And you know, it's just, to me, it's amazing. It's just a big part of history to have like Girl Scout cookies in my hands. But yeah, y'all, this is Growin Smoke. We got Fast Bud beans right here in the middle. These two are from Fast Buds. That's a real peaceful brand, and that one I'm not sure. It said genetics unknown. All auto flowers. It's Growin Smoke. Andre Day. Check out these ladies. Check out my setup. And I got extra stuff coming in mind, y'all. You know, keep up with me. I'm trying to get more ideas going, and believe me, just bear with me. Y'all gonna see what's happening. Ooh, let's get that kind of video. But it's Growin Smoke. I'm Dre Day. Join the Discord. Like, subscribe, follow, keep up, and always get y'all updates on what I'm doing. And remember, y'all, you can always smoke one, but it is better to grow one. And me, these ladies, we about. Alright, so we back. It's an update. So since I recorded the video earlier, I've spent the last couple hours, like 2.5, 3 hours, defoliating and then just working on it, cleaning the tent out, making everything look good. So here we go. Look, a little bit of bonus footage, I guess, but check it out real quick, y'all. So how that look? So I just defoliated a little bit. I know this one's almost pretty much done. Not pretty much, because I don't like the trichome profile yet, and I got pictures of the trichomes that I'll show y'all. But we got that one looking pretty good. How y'all think of the way I trained this? I readjusted the greening pins, opened up more of the top. You'll see that. Now you can see at the top here where it was topped, how good that looks. Spent some hours, you gotta put in time. The more time you put into it, the better the product looks. That's how this one looks, the Gorilla Zeros. I took off some of the old pieces, but I left some on so I can still see the progression and stuff and see exactly what we're doing, how it's looking. But you see how I did it. Opened it up some more. We're looking good. And then we got the gigawatt right here. I did a little bit to this too. Opened up the canopy a little more. Defoliated a lot of the little leaves that were in the way. What y'all think about that? What y'all think? How much do y'all defoliate? Like, do y'all defoliate all the way down to the bud? Or how much do y'all defoliate? What do y'all do? But I just wanted to get y'all a little update since we were still here and going on how we did it. I changed that one. Now we got the bouncing off that wall. I got it adjusted up just a little bit, so it's gonna bounce off that. That one's bouncing off this wall, so it's all right. We adjusted the lights. They are now at I think that was 9 inches or so now, 9 or 10 inches. But I readjusted the lights, got the trailer's net up. This one's pretty much open, so doesn't really need too much of the trailer's net. The trailer's net's pretty much for the other ones, but yep. Just had to get y'all an update how it look. We got the baby cleaned up. These ladies look nice. These ladies are looking good. And also, if you go on Fast Buzz and buy you some beans, use code GROW1. That's GROW1, the number 1. So GROW1, the number 1. But hey, just had to update y'all. And remember, you can always smoke one, but it's better to grow one. And we about for real. Boom.